guys, we're gonna talk about area of a circle. Of course, the area of a circle, the formula itself is not really that complicated. We just need to be very careful when using it. But when it comes to irregular figures or shapes, we gotta think about a certain detail so we don't make mistakes, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to do or how to find the area of irregular shapes when using the area of a circle. I actually chose exercises from your lesson, so you would actually have a guide on how to work on the lesson, okay? And number 13, if you think about it, this shape right here is actually half a circle and then a parallelogram, right? So what that means is that I need to label the half a circle as A1 and the parallelogram as A2. How am I going to do that, or how am I going to work with that? Well, just as we did it with the perimeters, we're going to determine the total area as the addition of those two areas, right? Now, the first area, of course, is going to be pi r squared, and then we're going to divide it in two, just because we have a half of a circle. And then this is going to be 3.14, which is, and then if you think about it, this length over here is 8 inches, so I know half of that is going to be 4 inches, right? Divided in two, of course. And then I'm going to say this is 16 divided in 2, and I can definitely take 16 as 8.2, so I can cancel the 2, right? And then I get 3.14 times 8. So if I take that, that's gonna be 32, 11, then 25. So 25.12. And of course I need to keep the units in mind, so that's square inches, okay? Now think about that second area, which is the parallelogram. It's way easier, right? I need to think about the base times height, and in this case it's gonna be 8 times 5, which is 40 square inches. Now as we set it, the total area, it's actually adding those two things. So 25.12 plus 40. And so that is gonna allow me to get 65.12 square inches. It's just that easy. So you can try to work now with this figure over here, number 14, while I'm erasing, and then just compare with me, okay? Okay guys, so now that you have tried to work with this figure number 14, we're gonna do it together, all right? Again, we have an irregular shape, and then if you can tell, this is a rectangle. I know it doesn't look like a rectangle, but think about the lengths of this shape, right? So 4 and 3 feet. So we know this half a circle is not gonna be the same as this half a circle. That's why I have divided the entire irregular shape into 3 areas that we're gonna work with. So our total area, it's going to be A1 plus A2 plus A3. Now, if you think about A3 though, A3 is this semicircle with this semicircle as well. So I can actually call this one A3 as well. So instead of only one A3, I need 2 of those, right? Okay, now let's find each one of them. We know we need only half a circle, so we're gonna divide into the area. And we have 3.14 times the radius, which is gonna be 2 squared over 2. Now we know that is 3.14 times 4, and I can definitely simplify it, right? So it's easier to operate, and then I'm gonna get 6.28 square feet, okay? Now, second area, it's the rectangle, that is base times height, and that is 3 times 4, which is 12 square feet, okay? And now we're gonna work with area number 3. Now remember, we're only gonna calculate it once, and then we're just gonna multiply by 2 to get the total area. So A3 is gonna be half a circle again, and we have 3.14 times, this time we have 3 as a diameter, so we know it's 1.5 in the radius. All right, so as we can tell, 15 squared, remember about squares, right? Lesson 20.6. So 15 squared is actually 225. So I can just go ahead and do 2.25 because I know there are 2 decimal places there. And I'm gonna divide it in 2. Do I have enough room? Maybe not. Well, this is going to be 7.065 divided into, right? And then I'm going to get 3.532 square feet. I already did the long multiplications on my notebook, so that makes everything easier, and just, you know, it's gonna make the video shorter for you guys. So it's gonna be 3.5325 square feet. Now we're gonna calculate the total area. The total area is gonna be A1, which is 6.28 plus 12 plus 2 times 3.53. 3.5325, right? Now the total area then, it's gonna be 6.28 and 12. 6.28 and 12 is 18.28, right? And then 3.5325 times 2, of course 6 is back to 7.065. And then I know the total area is going to be 25, right? And then 80 and 13, so that's 93 square feet. So this is our answer for figure number 14 in your list. Okay, now I'm gonna erase and we're gonna work with figure number 16, which is also part of your lesson. And that would be it for now. Later on, we're gonna work with subtraction of areas when we have irregular shapes with holes, but that is in the next video. Right now we're gonna work on that irregular figure right here. So again, we have a total area, which is A1 plus A2, right? And then we are going to calculate each one of them. So here I have a triangle, so I know it's base times height divided into. The base is 6. The height is 4, and so that is 24 halves, and that is 12 square meters, right? And then the second area, it's gonna be again, oopsie, sorry, my bad. And the second area is gonna be half a circle, okay? So 3.14 times 3, right? Which is the radius of the circle. And so that's gonna be 3.14 times 9, and 3.14 times 9, I got it as 28.26, and this is 14.13 square meters. So the total area here is going to be 12 plus 14.13, so that is 26.13 square meters. See? Really is easy if you are organized. If you define who are going to be the areas you're going to work with, and you define your total area at the beginning, doing this kind of exercises shouldn't take you that long at all. Maximum 2 minutes. That's the longest you would take, actually. Okay? Also, as I told you guys, the next video is going to tell us how to deal with figures with holes in it. We're going to subtract areas instead of adding them. All right? I'll see you in a minute then.